Maybe you just can't stop yourself.
I don't want to stop.
Daredevil Season 2 will be epic. Today, we are diving deep into everything we know and everything we think we know about Daredevil Born Again Season 2. From the long-awaited return of the Punisher, to the fate of Wilson Fisk after that jaw-dropping finale, to what this season means for the future of Marvel TV, this video is stacked with details, theories, and comic book context you won't want to miss. So suit up and let's go straight to Hell's Kitchen. Let's kick this off with a super quick recap of Season 1, which honestly felt more like a Part 1 than a complete story. After Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin secured his mayoral victory and declared war on vigilantes in the finale, we saw Daredevil, Foggy, and Karen finally reunite, only to realize they're now public enemies in a city that has literally legalized corruption. Kingpin isn't just the king of crime anymore, he's the system itself. He has the law, the police, and half of the media under his thumb. Matt may have exposed Dex as the man behind the mask pretending to be Daredevil, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Born Again Season 1 was about breaking Matt down. Season 2, it's going to be about building him back up and unleashing hell. Now here's the good news. Season 2 is already in active development. Marvel Studios has quietly greenlit the continuation of Born Again with the same creative team that steered the show after that major overhaul in 2023. Dario Scardapane, the Punisher showrunner, is still at the helm, and that's a huge win for fans who want gritty, grounded storytelling that actually respects the source material. The best part? They've already laid the groundwork for Season 2 with Born Again's 9th episode, Straight to Hell, which wrapped up certain arcs, but left so many more wide open. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Or should I say the man with the skull vest. Frank Castle is back. And not just as a cameo. Jon Bernthal's Punisher made his return in Episode 9, and from what I've heard, Season 2 will explore exactly where Frank's been and why he's back in Hell's Kitchen now. If you remember his appearance, he wasn't just gunning down gang members. He was targeting corrupt law enforcement and high-ranking members of Fisk's private security teams. That suggests one thing. Frank is on a mission. A mission that might just line up with Matt's own war on Fisk's regime. And if you've read Punisher War Journal or Born Again: The Resurrection arcs, you know that Frank and Matt don't always see eye to eye, but they get results. So, what's next for the Devil of Hell's Kitchen? Season 2 will likely focus on Matt trying to rebuild both his city and himself. Season 1 left him legally powerless and spiritually broken, but now that the band is back together, Karen, Foggy, and Matt, the firm is back in business. Expect to see Nelson, Murdock, and Page go on the offensive, using legal means by day while Matt brings back the red suit at night. We might even see a more organized Defenders-style underground resistance forming in Hell's Kitchen, especially with Frank, Cole North, and potentially even Elektra in the mix. Yes, I said Elektra. Her name came up twice in subtle dialogue in Season 1, and Marvel doesn't do that by accident. Whether she returns in Season 2 or a future season, the groundwork is definitely being laid. Vincent D'Onofrio is terrifying. Let's just get that out there. His Kingpin is now officially the most powerful villain in the MCU's street-level corner. As mayor of New York, he controls the police, the DA's office, and most of the media narrative. Think about what that means. He's not just a mob boss anymore, he's a political tyrant with legal backing. We could be seeing a version of the Dark Reign storyline, but on a smaller, city-wide scale. And the way he weaponized Dex in the Thunderbolt-style task unit to create chaos, that's comic book Kingpin 101. In Season 2, expect Fisk to start enacting more aggressive policies targeting vigilantes. He may even start using powered individuals as personal enforcers like a street-level version of the Dark Avengers. There's even speculation, unconfirmed but tantalizing, that he might try to recruit someone like Echo or Bullseye again. Which brings us to Benjamin Poindexter, aka Bullseye, was unmasked at the end of Season 1, but here's the thing, Dex survived, and while his public image is in ruins, he still has his skills. Season 2 is the perfect time to bring him back, not as a fake Daredevil but as Bullseye proper. We could finally see the full-blown version of the character from the comics. Cold, calculated, deadly. If Fisk feels betrayed by Dex, he could unleash him against Daredevil for real this time. And that rooftop duel we got in Episode 7? That might just be the appetizer for something bigger down the line. Now, let's zoom out a little, because Born Again isn't just about Daredevil. It's part of a much bigger street-level initiative from Marvel Studios. We've got Echo, Spider-Man 4, and the Punisher special presentation, all feeding into this same corner of the universe. I'm hearing whispers that Season 2 could feature an appearance, or at least a mention, of Peter Parker. The idea of Spider-Man and Daredevil teaming up isn't new, it's classic. But now that the street-level heroes are back in focus, this crossover feels inevitable. Even Jessica Jones and Luke Cage are on the table. And if Marvel is truly reviving the Defenders as a mature, interconnected sub-franchise, Daredevil is the heart of it. Season 2 might lay the foundation for a proper return of that team, only this time done right. Marvel Studios fumbled the bag with some of its Disney Plus shows, but Born Again represents a major course correction. This is what fans have been asking for: character-driven stories, long-term stakes, and actual consequences. The success of Daredevil Season 1 and the buzz around Season 2 suggests that Marvel's TV reboot strategy is working. With a smaller writer's room, consistent showrunners, and focused character arcs, Season 2 could mark a new golden age for MCU TV, one where quality matters more than quantity. Season 1 was the storm. Season 2, that's the war. We've got Matt Murdock rising from the ashes, Frank Castle hunting from the shadows, Fisk sitting on the throne like a twisted Kingpin of New York, and the city is ready to explode. This isn't just a continuation, it's an escalation. The stakes are higher, the alliances are darker, and the fight is just beginning. Season 2 is set to be everything fans have wanted since the Netflix days, and maybe more. So keep your suits clean, your billy clubs charged, and your skull logos polished, because when this show returns, it's going to hit hard. If you're hyped for Daredevil Season 2, drop a fire emoji in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay grounded, and remember, the devil is in the details.